The Chicago Bulls do nothing at the 2024 NBA trade deadline. Welcome into the Bulls Report by Chat Sports. My name is Patrick Siepman. The Chicago Bulls made 0 moves at the NBA trade deadline. So on today's show, I'm going to be diving into a little rant on why I am just sick of the Bulls front office, of them just still remaining in this NBA purgatory, and they just, refuse to make moves over and over again. But welcome in, everybody. And this is the report that came out about 2 hours, I would say, before the NBA trade deadline actually passed. It was from Joe Cowley. He said the Bulls will not make a move, and turns out he was absolutely right. And again, just a extremely disappointing day for Chicago because, listen, I thought there was a chance, man. I thought there was a chance they were going to make a move. Whether it was, moving off a guy like, Alex Caruso, whether it was moving off a guy like DeMar DeRozan. I thought one of these guys would have been dealt. And the one dude that I'm most disappointed that, is not dealt was this guy right here, Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine remains on the Bulls for another season. And I understand his contract was brutal. It was going to take two sides of the tango to move off LaVine because of his contract, but, he remains on the Bulls. And listen, he's having a bad year. He's out for the remainder of this season with Chicago, and I thought maybe the Bulls would have been able to get, a couple first-round picks for him, or not a couple first-round picks, but maybe you attach a second to Detroit and just are able to move off this horrid contract because LaVine's contract is terrible. Making $40+ million over the next 4 seasons. Next season, LaVine's on the book for $43 million. Bulls are going to have to pay that unless they do get off his contract. But, again, the Bulls just stay in NBA purgatory, and you weren't even able to move off Zach LaVine, which I thought was the most kind of dumb move that the Bulls could have made. Turns out they're just staying with them. And I'm just sick of it, guys. I really am just sick of this Bulls basketball team. They just constantly are okay with remaining in the NBA purgatory, where they're not good enough to compete for NBA championships, or they're not bad enough to draft top-notch draft prospects in the NBA draft. They just remain okay with being the 8th, 9th, and 10th seed in the Eastern Conference. I don't know if they like just the play-in tournament, if they like, selling out seats for those games. I have no idea. But I think just eventually you are going to have to look this team in the mirror and say, where do we go from here? What is the goal in Chicago? Because these fans, this fan base, they deserve better. Are we trying to be a play-in tournament team? Are we trying to, make the first round of the playoffs and lose in 5 games? Or are we trying to make conference finals? Are we trying to make NBA championships? Because that should be the standard. It is Chicago basketball. We are not Charlotte. We are not New Orleans. We are not a small market team. We are the Chicago Bulls. And it's very frustrating that yet again, another year, they decide we are going to stand pat at this NBA trade deadline this season. It is just extremely disappointing. And I just am starting to lose faith in this front office slowly, if I haven't already. And I'm just upset. I am just upset. But obviously, maybe you guys disagree with me. Maybe you guys think the Bulls front office is making the right moves. Let me know. How frustrated are you with the Bulls front office right now? They have not made a move during the NBA trade deadline. Let me know your thoughts. Scale it for me, 1 through 10 down in the comment section. How frustrated are you with the Bulls front office? Scale it for me, 1 through 10 down in the comment section. Bulls just remain in NBA purgatory once again. Let me know your thoughts down below. Just yet again, the Bulls are just staying the same. So let me know, how frustrated are you with this front office? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments section. And coming up here in a little bit, I'm going to kind of recap the latest from the NBA trade deadline, go over some certain moves around the rest of the NBA. But first, I do want to tell you guys about Prize Picks. If you guys head to prizepicks.com/CLNS and use that promo code CLNS, you will get a first deposit match all the way up to $100. It's Prize Picks Daily Fantasy Sports made easy. All you got to do, choose more or less on some projected stat types, and you guys can start seeing the cash roll in today. Prize Picks makes the boring games a whole lot more entertaining. So make sure you guys do get hooked up today. I love using Prize Picks. It is a ton of fun. So get hooked up today. PrizePicks.com/CLNS. Promo code CLNS. So I do want to close today's show just kind of talking about the rest of the news around the NBA as the Bulls just did nothing. Bulls just decided we are good enough. We don't need to do anything. And, the Bulls did nothing here. So the Sixers, they made a big-time move. Other good teams, they make moves at the NBA trade deadline. They traded for Buddy Hield. They gave up Marcus Morris, Furkan Korkmaz, and also 3 second-round picks in to get that man, Buddy Hield. I think it's a great move for the Sixers. Obviously, if Embiid does get back fully healthy, I think that is a great move as well. Another trade that came out. Xavier Tillman did go to the Boston Celtics yesterday. Again, these top teams in the Eastern Conference just try to get a little bit better. This is a margin play for Boston. But again, I really like the move. This was the big move here. As also, we are getting reports that Marcus Morris will be a buyout candidate. We have a video for you guys probably tomorrow around top buyout candidates around the Chicago Bulls. But this was another big-time trade. The Knicks did trade Bojan Bogdanovic, or they did receive Bojan Bogdanovic and Alec Burks in exchange for Quentin Grimes, Evan Fournier, Malachi Flynn, Ryan Arcidiacono, and 2 second-round picks. So the Knicks, they make moves, they get better, they see the championship window is here, and they move on. And I think it's I think this is a great move for the New York Knicks, and it makes a whole lot of sense. And this is what good teams do. They make moves. Another big-time trade in the league today. The Thunder, they got Gordon Hayward. I love this move as well. I think the Thunder, they got their main big three in Chet, SGA, and Jalen Williams. They need dudes to get them better on the margins. Well, Gordon Hayward does that. Plays the game the right way. I think he's going to be a surefire fit for OKC, and, they are really building something there. I thought maybe OKC would want to get in on Caruso, and maybe it was like a Josh Giddey for Alex Caruso type of deal, but obviously that did not end up going down. And yeah, that's another big trade. But this was a weird trade in the Eastern Conference at the top of the conference. The Bucks got Patrick Beverley in exchange for Cameron Payne, a 2027 second-round pick. So a little weird on that side. I don't know why they just swapped backup point guards, but hey, ended up working out. As we are getting word that Robin Lopez is traded to the Sacramento Kings and he will be bought out. So that's another buyout candidate for the Bulls to keep their eyes on. We'll have a video coming out shortly on all the buyout candidates for Chicago. So make sure you guys do stay tuned for that. But also this trade, Doug McDermott just coming in. He does get sent to the Indiana Pacers. Pacers are a young and up-and-coming team. Just kind of sad how far away the Bulls, I think, truly are from contending again in the Eastern Conference. Also this move, P.J. Washington heading to the Dallas Mavericks. Great move for Dallas. They also got Daniel Gafford as well in a trade from the Wizards, but they did give up Grant Williams, Seth Curry, and a 2027 first-round pick. But they got 2 seconds. Then they also got Gafford in another deal as well. So I like that move for Dallas. It seems like all these other teams are kind of making moves, and the Bulls are just, yet again, just staying the same team. So it's just disappointing. I think that's my final thoughts is I'm just disappointed. I think this fan base deserves better. I think we deserve better. Just Chicago deserves to be a good basketball city. And, yet again, the Bulls just do nothing. And, I want to get on here. I want to be optimistic. I want to be a positive guy when talking about the Bulls. But, yet again, they're just standing pat at the NBA trade deadline. And it's an absolute joke. And I'm just getting sick of it. But we are going to have a buyout candidates video coming out either later tonight or tomorrow morning. So make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel and keep up to date with the latest around your Bulls. But thank you guys so much, again, for watching today's video. The Bulls just do nothing yet again at the NBA trade deadline, and it is so disappointing. But seriously, thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Hopefully the Bulls turn it around soon, man. Hopefully the Bulls turn it around soon, but we'll obviously wait and see. Thank you guys so much. See y'all next time. Go Bulls, baby.